Now look at this, man. Look at this bad boy revving his tits off. So this one's gonna be 2300 seconds. It's a Mondeo. It's 2014, it's not that old. Although, for some reason, well, that's the shape anyway. For some reason, it just seems to look older. Anyway, it's doing a regen. It's got a few seconds left. Give me a minute. I'm just gonna well, I got Mr. Tom in my hand. Anyway, that's slightly unrelated. So what is related is this. So this is what I've replaced. It is, I'm gonna give you the name. I'm gonna give you the name in the description. Yeah, I just bust it off, man. I bust it in half. And then I took it out. This is the Vaporizer, DPF Vaporizer. I had some faults in this vehicle. I tried to regen it yesterday and it was saying it was insufficient or something or the other. It wasn't getting to the correct temperature, and what else? Yeah, conditions incorrect for particulate regen. I was advised, like I said, I weren't too sure on this. I'll tell you the fault codes that I had, and yeah, basically replacing this saved me from replacing the DPF. When I first scanned it, it was telling me it was 153% full. Like I say, tried the regen, that failed, and then the faults, I'm gonna give you the previous faults, I'm gonna give you the failed regen faults, and then obviously what I'll probably do as well, I'll try and put this car on the ramp, I'll show you where this is located, and then I'll give you the little procedure that I use to replace it, and I'll also try and get a bit of a better understanding and the breakdown on this component and what it actually does and why it saved me from replacing the DPF. There's no lights on now, but initially the engine management light was on, and so was this information light that was yellow saying engine service now. Yeah, right now it's doing the damn thing. It's not got too long left. All the lights are out already, and yeah, I was thanks to this. It doesn't actually come in two parts. I just boss it here, so it goes like that. Yeah, but it sits right into the top of the cap. And obviously these exhaust components, they usually get quite hot. They can seize in there. You can see it was rounding slightly with the spanner. I didn't waste too much time with the spanner. From when I saw how tight it was and it was slipping, my only next motion was, can I get a socket on it, which is what I did. So I've chiseled it a little bit, used a breaker bar or whatever, just put pressure on it, and I've broken that off. That was irrelevant. That was like a fuel pipe type fixing. Just gotta squeeze the opening and that pipe comes out. And then this was just a plug. I just pulled it and the plug came off, because like I said, I was just trying to break this. And then once I've got that into the exhaust, then I've just able to put a 22mm socket on it and then just ratchet it off. But I'll put the car in the air and then I'll give you the breakdown, and it'll make a lot more sense. It might be a little bit tricky if you're on the floor. Oh dear, 10%, that's not good. How long we got left? Oh, I need to go get a cable to charge this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. I say it make more sense when the car's in the air. I can't show you the repair because I've already done it, but I just thought if you're facing the same fault codes, then it might be helpful. Alright, it finished and it said turn off the ignition, and I've turned off the ignition, and this is what it's now saying. I'm using this software. I think it's the same as launch, like the launch software. I'm not sure who's behind it. I don't look into some little details sometimes, like you might notice, but this is what my reader looks like. But anyway, some of you ain't even got a scan tool and you don't even care about that, do you? Check this out. The static regen failed. Regen time exceeded allowable limit. Perform a self-test to identify whether P2463 is still present, but I've cleared that fault before I started this region, so I know it's not present. Yesterday it said this, and I couldn't clear the fault, if it makes sense. So it says, if it's cleared, then the region has been successful. And like I said, I've got no lights. Well, I had no lights. Let's start it up and make sure. Yeah, she an old girl. 2014, not that old, but it's 140k miles or so. Alright, we're gonna scan it quickly. Actually, while we're here, let's just have a quick look what she's saying about the soot load. No, don't need that. Do need DPF. Where are you? Soot load and this one. Yeah, let's see what she's reading at. Wow, that was 130 and 150, something like that. So yeah, that's still slightly high. Red. Oh, damn it. Yeah, we'll drive and that will get clear. Anyway, let me not try and take up your time. We'll just go and see if that P24 whatever fault has gone. Let's just retrieve the CMDDTs. I'm quite sure it has. Well, I know it has. Yeah, I'm quite sure it has. To be fair, because before, oh my goodness, no effing wigay. All right, cool, man. This is happening now. If it makes sense, these are the two faults. No, there was one that was insufficient temperature. Let's see if we can clear them, and then we'll know if this was successful. Though my lights are clear, and the soot load's gone right down. Like, what do you mean? All right, cool. That's what we wanted to see. That's a relief. This is like, basically the result of this scan tool will be the determining on whether you'll see this video or not. So from when you're seeing it, just know it's successful. I'm going to do a quick health report right in front of you, so you can see what I can see. Look, there's the health report. So clear. Let's clear them again and just do another one quickly. Oh, that was very quick. Quicker than I was expecting. Let's do it like this. Everything's green. Ooh, PCM's not green. PCM's green, and that's where the engine faults are. So yeah, nothing but the cruise control. I would say, and this is what the dashboard's looking like. And this is what the engine's sounding like. Perfect. So I'll give you the previous stuff, and then I'll break it all down to you in a video. And yeah, I hope that's helpful. Saves you some money on that. If it does, let me get paid for it. Subscribe, like, share. You know the routine. And while I'm feeling all chuffed with myself and that, it wasn't really my diagnosis. Like I said, I don't even know what the sensor is. I wouldn't have never known what it was. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, make sure you or it's definitely advised to do an oil change. Once you do a regen, you want to change the oil, change the oil filter. That's quite straightforward. I might even show you how to do that. Might do. Anyway, yeah, hope that's helpful. Look at that, man. That's diligence. That's how you know I love you guys. This car was done. Job done. All right, cool. All right, where are we at? So yeah, look, underneath the car, as you can see, that's the left wheel, left rear wheel, left front wheel, and just up to there, following the exhaust. So this is your DPF. You can see by all the different sensors that are going into it. You're gonna get before cat, after cat, etc, etc. Okay, don't ask me exactly what all these sensors do. I'll probably find out before or after I post this video. How about that? Anyway, this is what we replaced. So as you can see, going up towards the middle, let's say, top of the downpipe, just plugging into the catalytic converter. So it might look a little bit like, wow, man, right underneath the subframe and blah blah blah. That's what I first thought. So we removed this. It's like 210 mils, and it slides out of that groove. Very nice and simple. And what I've done again, I've removed this. This is it's a bracket. It's like a brace bar, just goes across the car. So it's kind of part of the subframe, but as you can see, it clearly detaches. So I've removed that, got that out of the way, and then that gives you a lot more room going through here. So as I tried to explain earlier, I'm going to use the light as a pointer. You've got your little plastic pipe, and that connects into this part here where my light's tapping. It's the little green connector. You squeeze that and there won't be one on the other side. You squeeze the two tabs and then you plug that pipe out. That's a plug. Can you see that plug there? There's just a tab. Oh no, you just find the tab, push down on the tab, and then the plug comes out. That's just pretty basic. And then after that, it's just a 21mm nut. Mine was tight, so like I said, I just broke this head. It's not the most simple to break. I've tried to put the chisel here first of all. Just where? Okay, let me use this as a better pointer. Bear with me. I've got an idea. All right. Maybe I'll get me a laser pen. So I went to put a chisel and hammer just in that part there, behind the nut, and it was a bit tough. And then I've put a big spanner on the end of it and kind of just levered it that way, and then I've used a breaker bar and levered it the other way, and it come off. Then I was able then to get a nice big 22mm socket. And then yeah, I've got the 22mm socket around it. And then after that, you can just use a wrench or a breaker bar or a ratchet of any type, and it should be easier to get a nut off. But yeah, that's what I've done. So I'm going to get information on what this component is, because all this is brand new to me. Replaced it, done the regen, and as you can now see, job well done. So all we've got to do, all that's left now is supposed to do the oil change. I don't have the oil change components with me just yet, so we're not going to do that now, but that should be quite straightforward, and I'm not going to tell you how to do it, to be fair. But yeah, I hope that's helpful.